kids and all. So let's talk about child obesity. Is it possible that parents are responsible, or is it possible that the child is responsible, or is it possible that the environment is responsible? Who are we holding accountable for this?
That's a very good question there, Femi. Of which I asked the same question to one family, and it was shocking what they told me. They told me the government is responsible for child obesity.
Okay.
I was shocked. I said, look, we are responsible for our children's growth. We are responsible for our children's health. You see, if you look into today, the parents, they always get to a situation where they are tied up with work, or maybe they're so busy doing other things that the issue of health is regarded not as a priority in life. As long as somebody's eaten something, then to them it's good enough. That keeps the baby silent without crying.
Wow.
But what they don't realize is what they're putting in their kids' mouth will affect how they look, how they will feel, how long they will live, and how they will feel within themselves. Child obesity has become one of the major big problems in the UK and worldwide. It's because of how the food which is being prepared for the kids is prepared, how it is being cooked, where it is being cooked as well. You spoke about fast foods. There's a million reasons I'll tell you not to eat fast foods, okay? But people buy fast foods because of convenience. Every time you find the stomach sends a signal to the brain to say, I need vitamins and minerals, which in our brains we translate as I'm hungry. God knows where that signal will catch you. And if you're in front of these fast food stores, whatever it is, surely somebody will say, what, to respond to that demand, I need to do something. Then you do a quick fix. But that quick fix will cost you in the long term. Short term and long term will cost you a lot.
Okay. That's quite a lot to take in. I always assume that, yes, every once in a while you just want to go, you don't want to care about diet, you just want to eat is one thing. But for that to be something that's consistent, that's a bit different thing entirely. And at the same time, for somebody to deflect responsibility to the government, it's kind of like saying the music your children listen to, the movies your children watch, is the TV and whatever company. You're not responsible.
Absolutely. That's what people say.
That makes no sense to me. And I feel like that's the problem right now. A lot of parents are not parenting. They want to hold everybody else accountable but themselves. So the thing is, how do we police what our children are eating, and how do we control it?
Absolutely. That's a very, very good question there, Femi. You see, that's where we come in as Simba's Foods, okay? Because there is a few things that needs to be addressed. First foremost, we are looking at societal, structure. In today's society, people are doing things, because of convenience. Okay, time is an issue. So this is what we look at Simba's Foods to say, okay, how do we solve the issue of time? And also, what is society giving us? What are we getting out there? If I take out my family for a meal, okay, the options which are there, which are available, okay, they might not be suitable for our health. So the first and foremost thing that needs to be looked into is the education. This is what we come in to do, is to educate the parents. Okay, that's why at Simba's Foods we are having these programs where we educate people to make you aware that whenever you are eating or drinking anything, you are either feeding a disease or you are fighting it. If that message sinks in right, then the way our attitudes, the way we will make decisions will then be affected by that consciousness that, I'm going to eat this stuff. The question is, what will it do for me? Am I going to eat the fat? Am I going to eat to feed the belly, or I'm going to eat to fuel my system? Are there other alternatives out there that I can go for that can, respond to the demand of my hunger?
Well, in a sense as well, you had said something last week about food being for flavor and then for nutrition and all. Now, if I know correctly from children I've seen, they don't care about nutrition, they just care about flavor. So what they want is what they want sometimes. And there are times where they will refuse to eat anything else but what they are desiring and all. From the toddlers to say about age 3, 4, so a lot of tantrums and everything. And unfortunately, if it was back home, in Africa and everything, there are ways to make you eat. Even when you don't want to eat, there are ways that make you eat it because they care about just making sure you have the right nutrition. They don't care about flavor. They will say, oh, child abuse and everything, but they will make sure you are eating regardless. Now, if we take that element away, now in this space where you have to be careful how you do certain things, how are we going to make sure, in spite of the child's tantrum, that we are giving him the right nutrition, not just feeding his taste?
Absolutely. I like that question, Femi. You see, if I may answer it in this way, always take examples in the jungle. Yeah, if you look at the life of a giraffe, yeah, the child will eat what the mother is eating. Do you understand? If you take it, for instance, even a lion, the cubs will eat what the mother is eating. Same applies with any animal. So this is the same thing with us human beings. Our kids will only eat what we are eating. It's what we are training our children what to eat. If we were training our kids to eat the wrong stuff without putting a full stop and say, no, this is not good for you, and explain to the child that this food is not good for you, this is what is good for you. So you find it goes down with training. But you find that parents now, they are not well informed with issues of health and nutrition. So this is where we are saying we need to, Simba's Foods, we are actually bringing in these programs where we educate the parent, actually the guardian or the main cook in the house, so that we can make them aware about the issues of health and nutrition, and as a result, it will benefit the entire household. So when they go out, so the kid is well informed to say, you know what, I'm not supposed to eat this type of food. This is how it will affect me. This is how it will make me feel, and this is how it will make me look. Because, with teenagers, image is everything. So many teenagers out there are crying, oh, I've got so many spots on my face, I've got this. I'm talking about the young girls, I'm having these issues on my skin problem, they're buying all these makeups and all that kind of stuff. So what the makeup does, it's more like I said last time, if my dad said to me, go and till the garden, yeah, and I check that my dad is not watching me, I go and put soil on top of the weeds. I'm not doing any good anyway, because sooner or later those weeds will shoot up. So that's the same thing with makeup. Okay, so when you put makeup on your face, you're just putting soil on top of the weeds. So at Simba's Foods will show you how you can look good inside out. What you are eating will affect how you look. So it is the things that you're feeding your body. If you've got spots, you've got face, all these issues, your face is dry and all that kind of stuff, I think it would be the right time to be asking yourself, what am I eating?
And I guess you would have to be really bothered by it though for you to want to make that kind of change, right? That's that. But then kids don't really care.
Absolutely.
They don't care. They just want what they want. So how do we now marry that? Okay, let me educate you. The kid doesn't understand half the things you're saying about the amount of carbohydrates or protein or whatever you say.
Absolutely.
So how do we now, what is the struggle? How do we do that?
You did mention earlier on about flavor. Kids go for flavor. So are parents. So are any restaurants out there. They are being rated by the taste of their food which they're cooking in there. Okay? So with a child, they're going for that flavor. So if kids are being exposed to that kind of food, every time when they're thinking or they want to eat something, yeah, they'll refer to the thing that you show them which they enjoy. Now, most people always say fast food tastes better. You know what? You need to taste Simba's Foods. then you realize that fast food doesn't taste anything. You know, when you get used to be eating certain types of foods, you get used to it, and then you think, yeah, that's better. Your taste buds, will go with it and say, yeah, this is nice. I like eating this type of food. But if we introduce you to healthy options, which we are introducing to so many people, where we can make even those who eat meat make a chicken without putting any oil with it, and taste that food, you realize, this food tastes much even better. I always give people an example. I say, okay, you are going to eat that food which is deep fried. Okay, that food is being put in oil. I take a teaspoon and I take your best cooking oil and I put half of that teaspoon and I say, yeah, taste. People say, oh, Simba, that's gross. I'm not going to taste that. Yeah. So why would you trust that oil in your food? So you find that even the issues of salt and all that kind of stuff. So it is this cleansing that we're doing as Simba's Foods to break the chain, to rewind the tape, and take you back to get to eat real food and taste the niceness, the goodness of natural food. And I tell you, when you taste Simba's Foods, you never go back to eat all this oily stuff. When you're passing any fast food, and you taste you smell this oil, you will feel like, you're not supposed to be here. Even myself, when I pass through these fast foods, it affects me just to smell the oil which is being used, which people are eating that food.
Well, and then also we should recognize the external factors, external influences where 3-4 kids are telling this one kid, oh, they went here, they tried this, it's delicious. Obviously, every natural kid wants to try the exact same thing their friends are doing as
Absolutely.
well. So now we have to convince and cajole and try to make, in fact, there's a lot. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. I've seen proper breakdowns and shutdowns in places. Parents trying to beg the kids and everything. Again, I put it down to because it's the UK. Because I can imagine if it was in Nigeria or wherever, certain things are sorted out real quick and easily and fast. But it is what it is, right?
I know.
It is what it is.
I know. So you find so that I don't forget the point that you mentioned earlier on about influences. Kids will say, "Oh, we went to this fast food, we went to this restaurant." I'm not going to mention any names of restaurants out there. The food there is amazing, it tastes brilliant, or all that kind of stuff. Yes, to be honest with you, like I said, when we look at flavor, most chefs out there, they're fantastic in bringing the food to taste amazing. I call them spicy boys, So I cannot take that away from them. They make it very flavorsome. You can also do the same to make that food taste amazing when it's even healthier. So this is why we're doing at Simba's Foods. We're striking a balance to educate the kids in school programs that will be running from 2020, and also doing some health programs for parents in the evenings, where they can come to community centers, of which we're going to advertise very strongly to events that will be happening in communities near yourself where you are. We'll advertise on radio, so that if you are in that area, then you can surely book in and come and see what it is that we're doing, and we're actually rewriting the books.
Okay, fair enough. This is Simba's Foods on Radio Africana. If you just joined us, you already know what we do every Wednesday, 12 to 1. Food as the first line of medicine. Very, 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 very important. Also, if you want more information, Simba, you give them how to get information and how to get to reach you and all of that.
Yes, what we've done, we have actually thrown in something very exciting on our website. You go to our website, which is simbasfoods.com. Okay, so it's SIMBAS.
Okay.
FOODS. So don't miss out the S in front of Simba, as well the S in front of food, because people are writing Simba Foods and then they're ringing me, Simba can't find it. Yeah, so it's www.simbasfoods.com. Okay, and when you do sign in, there is a free health consultation. Okay, that you need to start with. Then when you complete the free health consultation, then we'll be in touch with you, and then we'll show you how you can start a healthier lifestyle, how you can start your new journey.
All right, cool. We'll take a quick break right about now, and then when we come back, we'll talk some more particularly around child obesity and how we can curb that. Okay, this is Simba's Foods on the Hour. We'll be right back after this.